Morning class. Today we'll be going over the sum of interior angles, and this will be pretty much of a review as to how to do the questions. First, going over the formula, it all comes from the patterns in which all of these polygons basically is given. The drawing for these, you should know how they look like. Regular pentagon, regular hexagon means that all the sides are the same, all the angles are the same. And the number of sides would be 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the sum of each interior angle means that if you add these three angles up, what do you get? If you add all of these four angles up, what do you get? So you know that each of the angles put together in the triangles are always 180, and these are 360. And so what happens is every single time, what you do is you keep on adding by 150s. So those would be the sum of each interior angle, and I'm sure that I went over this with you in the past. Then each interior angle, therefore, would be divided by the number of sides, which is 360 divided by 3, which is 60. 180 divided by 3. 360 divided by 4 would be 90. That would be 108, and this would be 120. All standard stuff. This would be the formula in which you just have to remember for interior angles. N represents the sum of sides. So, or just the number of sides. So if it's a triangle, n is 3. If it's a square, and that's a 4. And when you plug those numbers in there, you will get respectively these numbers as accordingly. Now for exterior angles, what you need to remember is that they always have to add to give you 360. Doesn't matter if it's a triangle or a quadrilateral, that will always add up to 360. So for example, let's say that I give you questions like this, where all the angles are given in a polygon, and I ask you to find out what is the sum of the measure of each exterior angles. No matter what, it will be 360. That should be given to so it's one of the easiest thing that you need to memorize. And the way to prove it is that if you were to take all these 6 angles, therefore, this would be 85, this would be 72, this would be 70, this would be 89, 26. And for this one right here, we don't know. But we can find out this last angle because we were given those 5 angles right here. And it's a hexagon. So let's use the formula. N minus 2 times 180. 6 minus 2 times 180 becomes 720. And then 720 is the total in which all of these 6 angles have to combine. Well, if you were to add all these 5 angles up, that's 201. This would be 262, 95, 357. So that would be 558 degrees in total. And if you do 720 minus that, you will get exactly 162 degrees. And so if this is 162 degrees, that means that your supplementary angle to that should be 18 degrees, because these are all supplementary, as you can see. Those are all single lines. Let's say I add them all up. 85 plus 18 plus 72 plus 70 plus 89 plus 26. If I were to add all these up, so that's 10, this is 15, that's 20, so this entire thing will be 30. 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 1 is 12, 19, 26, 34, 36. So that's a way that you can check. All of the exterior angles they have to add to give you 360. Don't ever forget that. And if you're given any equation, don't panic. Just combine the x's together, combine the numbers together. So write as the equation to find the value of x, then find the measure of all interior and exterior angles. 5x minus 3, 2x plus 7, 4x minus 11. What do they have to add all to give you? And it's a triangle, so it's 180. So 11x minus 7 is equal to 180. 11x equals 187. X is equal to 17. Once I plug in 17 back in here, because remember, x is not the thing I'm looking for, you have to plug it back in and solve, which means this will make it 85 minus 3. That would be 82. And the exterior angle to that would be 98. Standard stuff. Okay, so hope this video helped. I know that this is very short, but because it's a review, there shouldn't be any problem regarding the the worksheet that I'm about to provide for you today. You will have one question dealing with interior sum angle or exterior sum angle. So it's a very relatively small topic. Next week we'll tackle on the big stuff, which the vast majority of your final will be on trigonometry and the Pythagorean theorem. It's going to be mostly about triangles. All right, thank you. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.